industry. So if, let's say, someone wants to join this industry or want to become an event manager, what sort of skills do you think they need to have to be part of that?
You mean hard or soft skills, or
Both.
both?
Both.
Mm. Nowadays, I would definitely suggest, when it comes to hard skills, looking into knowing both. So, how to organize virtual, hybrid, and physical events. Because, as I said, physical events won't go away, never, never. Like, this is how we people connect. This is
Hmm.
how, some clients even prefer to have it, some event organizers. So, I think you just need to have it all, to be honest, to really know how to organize everything. And second of all, it's also not that hard, to be honest. I've spent,
Mhm.
let's say, a couple of months last year studying, theoretically what softwares are out there, how to drive engagement, networking, yada, yada, yada. And to be honest, in the end, it's really trial and error. So in the end, you have to try. Some things work, some things don't. And now after a year, I'm like, okay, finally, I feel confident enough to be on this podcast and talk about these things. Last, let's say, a few years ago, I would never, because first of all, I didn't even have experience, and yeah, didn't try things out yet. So for every event manager who wants to start out, things will go wrong. Like, so many things go wrong at events, also at physical events,
Right.
people overflowing, like, oh, so many things go wrong, and
Mm.
it's just experience. And after a while, you catch yourself not even worrying about it, because you're just, that it's all about fixing things as they go wrong. It's not about, you can predict as much as you can, you can plan as much as you can, but when things go wrong, I think this also translates now nicely into soft skills, is really being the type of person who just stays calm and just resolves the problems as they come. Because problems, and especially clients sometimes, and speakers and volunteers and stuff, everybody panics around you, everybody goes to you, hey, that's burning, that's burning, that's burning, that's
Right.
burning, and you just have to be like,
Yeah, it
okay, so
burns.
let's go to the first fire side, let's go to the first firewall, or whatever. So you just have to really stay calm and be very solution focused and oriented, and not get dragged by panic, because sometimes the problems are not even as big as people make them. The reality of situation is that even if it's a virtual, hybrid, or physical event, problems will always be there. You can prepare really so much, but unfortunately that is the case.
Hmm.
Yeah.
In some ways, it's very
Mhm.
in some ways it's very contrasting the skills you need. Like at one stage, you need this hyper energy,
Mhm.
right,
Yes,
on top of your game, but
yes.
then you also need to be very calm and
Hmm.
collected.
Yeah, I mean they are complementary.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, 100%. I'm just saying it. This happens really all the time. So it's important to be, of course, motivated, and especially as an event manager, you're leading these people. If you crack, then it's done. You can't show them that you crack.
Mm.
it takes a lot of resilience on that part.
I have
Um,
to say I have not cracked, but like especially during my first, let's say, first few events,
mhm.
were quite. Uh, I was really, yeah, motivated and so on, and very on this conference high and so on. But I was not so calm yet. As I said, this comes from experience. Like, I seemed calm, but like internally, I was, oh my god, freaking out. It's also the first time for me. I was really having anxiety, a lot. But
Mhm.
then, as I build up this resilience, as you're saying, it also, this personality of yours comes out, and it's like, okay, I've done this in the past. Like, it always burns. You saw that whenever you're panicking, nothing actually gets resolved because you're panicking and you can't think straight. So you just have to honestly power through, and get to this headspace when you can resolve things in a calm manner. Same thing happened to me last year, actually, after a really long time. Like, I was calm, 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 calm for a year or two,
Mhm.
and then my first virtual event happened, and I was not calm because it's new, first time thing, and I was very having this anxious feeling again. But now I don't, to be honest. We're organizing the biggest hybrid event I've ever done in my life, like 5 global stages, and I'm not nervous because I know what could go wrong. I'm already expecting some things, and also I know how to solve them already. So
Mm.
once you're at this point, Yeah, as I said before, it's really important to just stay calm.